start, my name is Tamia Fowlkes. So excited to be chatting with the both of you. I'm such a big fan of this show. And Julia, I'm seeing Into the Woods in August. So I'm but so thrilling to hear from both of you. I want to dive right in because we only have a few minutes, but I want to ask, without your charming and lovely significant others on this incoming season, what can we expect from your characters about their individual journey and how are they traversing that over the course of this season?
Yeah, it's always interesting to see your favorite characters in a new environment and kind of see how they're going to adapt and get along with new faces. So, we definitely go on that journey with Carlos.
There's a large culmination for a lot of the characters throughout season 2. And so to take that sort of newfound confidence or newfound whatever it is and throw them in camp, definitely things are going to shake up and switch around. So I'm excited for people to see that.
Definitely. We have some identity crises, in a sense, happening in the first couple of episodes of this season, especially for Ashlyn. For you, what was it like kind of conveying that challenge, especially for young women, to kind of like know who they are in specific spaces and to feel confident in who they are, even if they don't always, get the lead role or be in the front and center of the stage?
Yeah, I think Ashlyn's arc this season is really unexpected. And not that I, expected, her qualities and attributes in seasons 1 and 2, but they were definitely in line with who I pictured her as. And this season, we really get a glimpse into the real unknown of who this person is. And it definitely starts being planted right away. As soon as she gets to camp, every part of her is questioned. And so it's a really interesting arc this season. I'm really excited for people to see it.
Absolutely. And Frankie, Carlos doing quite literally anything is pretty much one of my favorite parts of this show. But I think especially in offering advice and engaging with his friends, I have found that he offers a really unique wisdom at the most unexpected times. And especially we're seeing that a little bit with Ricky, kind of building on that relationship they had in writing that song last season. Do you say there's any significant learning process or experience that Carlos goes through this season that you really enjoyed playing into?
Yeah, I think it's always fun to get to play like you said, that kind of character that's giving pieces of advice and wisdom in like the most unlikely places and in their voice. You're always like, I don't know if that's a compliment or that's a backhanded compliment, but I think you kind of also appreciate that type of advice sometimes when it comes from an unexpected source. So getting to play that was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Do you all have a favorite episode of the season, something that you think fans will really enjoy or be excited about?
Ooh.
One thing I do like about this season is that I feel like every episode is themed to like a specific type of camp event. So it's really hard to pick one because they're kind of all good.
Yeah. We all had a lot of fun during episode 6 this season. So I'm really excited for people to see that.
Awesome. Episode 6. I've heard a lot about Color Wars, so I'm excited for that. Yeah. Do you think that there's anything that you hope to explore, given that you guys have a season 4 with your character next season that you haven't yet been able to touch? Or are you particularly excited about one thing or the other?
I mean, obviously, I've never played a character for this long, so getting to, I think, just now see where they're going to go with the show and what new types of situations will be put in is always going to be exciting. So I'm kind of like, I'm buckled in and I'm ready to see like whatever is going to come at me.
Definitely. Anything surprising that fans can look forward to, whether that be related to your character or some of the drama that's going on? I feel like between Maddox and Ashlyn, there's a little bit of tension there. Is there anything happening with that relationship too that we can look forward to?
Yeah. I mean, I think Ashlyn is somebody who has finally found her comfort zone and the people that help her shine and sparkle. And so to be put in this new position amongst such a, bold and self-assured character like Maddox, she's definitely put to the test. And I think they definitely butt heads in the beginning because they're both such strong personalities. So I'm excited to see how, if they'll mellow each other out.
Yeah. How about you, Frankie?
Like situations with Maddox or just like in general?
Oh, no, I was wondering if there's anything that particularly your character grows from or through that you think will be surprising or exciting for fans to see.
Yeah, I think it's always fun to get to see characters in a brand new environment. And I think with Carlos, the first 2 seasons, we kind of seen him coming to his own and kind of seeing his place at East High. And so that part of his comfortability is really challenged at Camp Shell Lake, because it's like, well, where does he fit in here? And is he going to be like, he's definitely wanting to step into the spotlight more. And I think he's struggling with how do you do that without, taking 20 people down.
Definitely. Well, I think it's time for me to wrap, but it's such a pleasure to talk to you both, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.